Hi foodies, we are making a quick ramen today. It's Meghan Markle inspired. I've got my pot here already heating up. I'm going to put a little bit of water. It's really hot, so I might have to move it around a bit because this eye gets very hot. So I've already cut up some portobello mushrooms. We did an entire ear of corn, and we did some garlic and a Tabasco pepper from our garden. We're going to try to make this be just a 10-15 minute ramen noodle pasta, kind of inspired by Meghan Markle's pasta. That was a one-pot pasta, and I've done it before. So we've got edamame and water chestnuts and yellow squash. I'm going to start off with my garlic. I'm just going to go ahead and throw it in here. I'm also going to put the Tabascos in. I want to get my garlic sauteed just so that it's not raw in my dish. So I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to use water to saute it. Ooh, it already smells so good. So what you do is you just do very small drizzles. Make sure you don't burn it, but you can keep doing small drizzles of water. And the other thing that we prepared ahead of time was the sauce. And I'll tell you about the sauce in a little bit. But I've incorporated cornstarch in the sauce so that when we put it in here, it's going to automatically thicken our dish. You could use veggie broth when we get to the noodle part. You could use veggie broth, and you could use aquafaba, or you could use water. I'm going to be using water, and I'm going to be adding lots of spices to our vegetables. So I've already got this garlic smelling really good. All I need is for it to be cooked and not raw. My eyeglasses are getting all foggy. So I'm going to wilt spinach and kale first because I need them to wilt in order for everything to fit into this pot. I'm going to take out this runaway mushroom. Woo! That jalapeno is making me choked up. It's going to be a spicy one. All right, this is wilting really fast. I like to have my ramen have things incorporated in it that's not all completely mushy. So I'm going to kind of work with my vegetables in a different layers. So I'm going to add a bunch of spice. This is a salt-free seasoning of any blend that you have. Do not copy me because you're going to have other things at home. I'm going to put some turmeric. I'm going to do chopped onion. I'll tell you the things that I use, but you guys use whatever you have in your pantry. I'm going to add a little bit more water because I hear it sizzling. And I'm going to continue to add. Now I'm going to add some onion powder. Sometimes I just open the entire top of my spices because the more spice you put in here, the better. I have one that is a table blend, and this table blend has a bunch of different spices, and I love my garlic powder. I also like my garlic blends, so if you have a garlic blend, use that. Just make sure and not be shy because if they do not have sodium, the more flavor you build in, the better. You just have to be careful with things like curry or cayenne or cumin or turmeric even, because too much of those are not a good thing. So know which ones are your pungent herbs and spices so that you don't over flavor the dish with those pungent ones, but the other ones are perfectly fine to use. The more herb, the better, because it builds your flavor without the sodium. All right, so we've got it wilted. I'm going to leave my water chestnuts for the end because I want to make sure and keep a crunch for our ramen. And we love our water chestnuts for that. So I'm going to try and keep them out of here. But I'm going to put my squash and my edamame in here. My edamame is already cooked, but it is frozen. So I'm just going to heat it up and rehydrate it. I'm going to put my squash in here. I do have some runaway water chestnuts. That's perfectly fine, but do save the rest for when at the end. Oof, I'm going to cough with this jalapeno. All right, so I'm just going to heat this through. I want my squashes to stay with integrity. Jay doesn't like them mushy, so we're going to keep them from being mushy. And then I'm going to open up a little spot here and do my mushrooms. I'm going to go ahead and put the corn in here too. The corn is raw, it's not frozen. But you know you can eat your corn raw. And I didn't know that until my mother-in-law taught me that, because she said that they used to go into the cornfields and pluck the corn and eat it right there, sitting in the field. And that was the first time that she told me that story, was the first time that I tried raw corn, and it was delicious and deliciously sweet. And right now we're having summer corn, so it's very sweet and delicious. So I've got my mushrooms. And we can even take this whole mixture and save it off to the side, or you could do the one pot and put the ramen in here and all the liquid. But I think I don't want my vegetables to get mushy. I want them to hold integrity. So I am going to let them cook a little bit longer. And I'm going to take half of them out, and half I'm going to do with the ramen. So half will kind of incorporate with the ramen, and the others I'm going to leave so that they don't get so wilted or mushy. And I have the heat here at medium high, and I'm trying to keep control because this eye gets really hot on my stove. It's kind of a nightmare. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit more flavor. Let's add some of the chopped onion. And we're going to add some of the salt-free seasoning blend. This is also a blend of probably around 12 or 15 herbs. It's probably got garlic and pepper and a bunch of other herbs in there. Just make sure you don't pick up like an Italian seasoning, because that would taste weird on an Asian dish. So I'm going to take half of this out. And I'm going to pick up this leaf, hopefully not burn myself. All right. And now I'm going to put my ramen in. And then I'm going to pour my water on. And this is something that you're going to have the ramen boiling in the water. I'm not going to cover it completely because later we're going to add a sauce. I'm more going to steam the ramen. So I'm not going to cover it completely with water. It's about halfway covered. And I'm going to steam it in here, and I'm going to turn it over. And when I see that the ramen starts getting soft, then I'm going to use my tongs to separate it. So I've saved half my veggies, and I've saved half my water chestnut. And actually, I'm going to put a scoop of Hemp Hearts, which I forgot to do with my original veggies. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle it in here. It just adds nutrition. You guys know that I talk about my Power 5. I add my Power 5 whenever I can to any of my dishes. So the Power 5 are chia powder, chia seeds, hemp hearts, nutritional yeast, and flax. So if you can add those in any way to your dishes, do so. So this ramen should not take a long time to cook. And like I said, I'm going to be checking it. So it is a 1-pot meal, but it doesn't mean that you forget about it. You're going to be moving it around. And if you need, you can turn it over. And if you need more liquid and it's consuming, that's why it's important that you kind of peek in there and open the lid, because if it's consuming, you're going to have to put more water in it. And that's why I have a big pitcher of water right next to me. So the sauce, I'm about to sneeze. The sauce is actually soy sauce, maple syrup, peanut butter powder, miso. We had 2 different types of miso, so I did a tablespoon of each. And it was a red miso, a dark miso, and a light blonde miso. So you can use any type of miso that you have, or if you don't have any, just use soy sauce and the maple syrup and the peanut butter powder. You can use regular peanut butter, but regular peanut butter has more saturated fat than the peanut. Ooh, the jalapeno is getting to me. I'm going to show you the peanut butter powder that we used. We have, honey, can you get me the peanut butter powder, please? I'm going to show you the peanut butter powder. It actually, for 2 tablespoons, it doesn't have saturated fat. So I would prefer if you use that versus a regular peanut butter. Here, give me the lid, babe, please. No, I don't need a spoon. Thank you. So I'm just showing you guys the peanut butter powder. So the peanut butter powder is, I got it on Amazon. They have it usually at grocery stores. It's just peanut flour. So it doesn't have any saturated fat for 2 tablespoons. So I kept it at 4 tablespoons. And then I added 2 tablespoons of soy sauce and 2 tablespoons of maple syrup and 1 tablespoon each of the misos. So if you only have 1 miso, just do 2 tablespoons of the miso. And then I added about half a cup to 2/3 of a cup of water, and it became this slurry. I also grated some ginger into here, fresh ginger. If you don't have fresh ginger, you can just do powdered ginger. And what else did we put in here? I think that was it. So, and then I put cornstarch. So I did about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, because when this slurry hits the ramen, it's going to thicken and we're going to have a nice, thick, creamy sauce. So let's check on our ramen. It's pretty much done. So that was less than 10 minutes. So I'm telling you right now, this is one of my new favorite recipes. Other than the 1-pot pasta that I've done before, look at that. The ramen is already separated. So now I've got the edamame, and the edamame in here is going to be our protein. But you know, all vegetables have protein, but I'm using specifically the edamame as our protein. However, you can use tofu if you want, and you can use edamame and tofu. All right, so let's put the rest of the vegetables in here. And that is it, guys. Look at that. Look at that gorgeousness. It's so filled with color, too. Now I'm going to put the water chestnuts in. I'm going to give it a good stir. I don't like these tongs. I like the smaller tongs. They're easier to manipulate. All right. So I'm just going to turn it over, and then when it's all incorporated, I'm going to hit it with my peanut sauce. And we are done. Dinner is ready. That's it. So whatever veggies you have, you put in here. Don't copy me. Use what you have. Create your own ramen. My ramen are Lotus, and I can save some of this sauce, by the way, because I can use it for something else. I'm going to save a little bit. My ramen are Lotus Foods ramen. They have them in buckwheat and different whole food ramens. So you just pick whichever one that you like. They even have a black one, which I'm not sure what it's made of, but I love that as well. And there we go. Look at that, guys. It's thickening thickening it up very nicely. We're going to end up with crunchy veg and a thick, creamy peanut sauce and tons of protein. The mushrooms also have a lot of protein and nutrition. And there you go. Look at that. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Look at that beauty. And I'm going to plate it up and we are going to have dinner. Hope you're having a happy day. Remember to food prep. Do not meal prep. These meals should be taking 10 minutes. If you get fancy like I sometimes do, maybe 20, maybe 30, but try to keep it simple. There you go. Look at that. Delicious.